What's going on, YouTube? Well, I think I've done it again. I was out having a couple drinks at a bar the other night. It's been a month or so ago, a couple months. And I was sitting next to a kid, telling him about how I used to have a Corvette when I was younger. And how I was, kind of looking, I would love to have one again. And he says, well, hey, I've got one in a garage up here, not far from here, that's for sale. And my state says, let's go look at it. And you can imagine what happened next. So yeah, so here we have 1977 Corvette L48. Looks like it's in pretty good shape on the outside. There's a few flaws in the paint. On the back quarter panel here, there is a little bit of damage here, which I'm sure could be fixed. Somebody knew how to do it. But it's pretty stock. I mean, if you look up underneath the hood here, they haven't ripped a bunch of stuff out of it. Everything looks like it's still here. There are some little bit of janky stuff going on with the electrical here. But I do know that the young man, it ran when he parked it, and I've actually had some other friends verify that they've actually heard this car run, albeit that it was about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Now the interior on the car definitely needs some help. I know it needs some transmission work. The brakes don't work, but we're going to need, probably a new quarter panels. Need the seats redone. Probably a new dash. But everything seems to be here. There are the parts here for the console that fit in there, although they're not in too good a shape, and definitely going to need some new carpet. And the rodents have obviously made their way into this car at one point or another. But like I say, not the end of the world. I mean, it still has all the components here. The real problem is when I got to looking underneath the car, as is common with these Corvettes, especially here in Missouri where we have salt and things on the road, the frame is rusted out on this Corvette. Now that is a deal breaker because these cars are made out of fiberglass, and you have to have a good frame underneath the car so that the car doesn't fold up like a pretzel when you're driving down the road. Now I have purchased a used frame for it that's in good shape. It needs to be stripped down and probably painted. But really what I'm looking for is, I don't, I can buy the parts for this car. I just need some help putting it together. So if you know somebody that works on these old Corvettes that can really help me out, again, I'm just looking for something to make into a cruiser. I don't need a full restoration. I don't need to make it into a hot rod. I'm just looking to get the car looking good, running and driving safely down the road. Like I say, right over there I've got a brand new frame, or not a brand new, a used frame that's in good condition to go underneath this car. So if you can help me out, I'd really appreciate it. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in taking on as a project to help me out. I'd be willing to do a lot of the work also to help and buy the parts. So let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching the video, guys.